By now, I think everyone has heard how awesome the Steam Deck is, and how well it can run AAA games. The flip side to this gaming machine is emulation, and the super easy to use, bespoke app, Emudeck. I won't be showing you the whole install process in this video, but if you want me to, let me know. So, emulation. A huge topic to cover with hundreds of thousands of games and dozens of consoles to talk about. I'll be sticking to Nintendo cart-based consoles for this video, except Switch. I'll do that in a later video. And attempting to show off not only handheld mode, but dock mode as well. Once your legally attained ROMs are on your Steam Deck, they can be accessed just like any other games in your library. The first thing I had to remind myself was that older consoles only had 2 action buttons and no shoulder buttons. Thankfully, the Steam Deck duplicates A and B to X and Y, essentially stacking the buttons. So as long as I hit something in the general vicinity, something will happen. What I really love about Emudeck is the themed borders it puts up, so you don't have a load of black, empty space around the game. The Game Boy green is just right too. I think the games run really well, possibly some speed issues or input delay, but I'm not sure if that has to do with the ROM or if the game just played that way. Game Boy Color runs just as well. Initially, when I turned on a SNES game, I thought the ROM was wonky because the screen didn't look right. Then I realised they were scan lines. I love that little detail to make the games feel more old school. I didn't look into it myself as I love the retro aspect, but there might be a setting to change it if you don't like it. I don't remember N64 graphics looking as good as this back in the day. Emudeck ran the games well with no big issues. But I did notice a lot of popping when playing Banjo and Kazooie. Whether this is inbuilt or the ROM or something else, it didn't really bother me. Learning where buttons were assigned and which buttons did what was the most challenging part, as we all know what a train wreck N64 controllers were. Here's where things got a little weird in my head. Good weird, of course. Seeing an advanced game on such a huge screen with excellent colours and sharp pixels was crazy. I played Minish Cap on my GB Micro, so the size difference alone blew my mind. I do love experiencing Game Boy Advance on the Steam Deck though. Kind of feels like everything's remastered. It looks good in docked mode hooked up to a screen, but we all know handheld is the way to go. The DS had some issues when I was playing in docked mode. The Steam Deck screen goes black when you have HDMI out in gaming mode, so you can't see exactly where the touchscreen begins and ends, or where anything is to touch. It took me so long just trying to navigate through menus of Phantom Hourglass, so maybe not one to try without dual screen settings. Poor Link. I don't think anyone has thrown him in the water as often as I did when trying to figure this out. Handheld, however, perfect! The main screen is off-center, and both screens are shown on the right-hand side. You can switch between the top and bottom screen with the right trigger, so you always have access. Trying Phantom Hourglass in handheld just worked, and all the touchscreen features were the same as on a DS. Even when using the smallest screens, the touch controls worked great, and Link was saved from going for another swim. Finally 3DS, and I'm playing through Dragon Quest VIII. I initially started this game on a 2DS XL, but wanted to see what it would look like on a Steam Deck. Wow! I was honestly completely convinced to play this on the Steam Deck after the title screen. Everything just pops more, and having a bigger screen doesn't mess with the graphics too much. As much as I love playing my games on original hardware, I think this is how I'll be experiencing my Dragon Quest VIII journey, and Dragon Quest IX when I get to it. So, Emudeck is a winner for the Nintendo platforms I've tried so far. DS and possibly some 3DS games aren't great in docked mode, but I've seen videos on dual screens that I haven't tried out just yet. Seeing which console generation Emudeck can run smoothly enough to complete an entire playthrough will be interesting. But I think I'm spoiled for choice with these games for now. This was fun! Let's do it again sometime. Oh, and don't forget to press your favourite combination of buttons down below.